Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. Alright, my name is samnebo. Now, in today's class, I'll be talking about something that is very important, okay? I've received a lot of messages about how anybody can look at the market and be profitable, know when to buy and when to sell. Alright, so, and that's actually my vision why I opened this channel, is to help you stop losing money from trading, irrespective of cryptocurrency, forex, any currency you trade. You can be profitable, okay? You can be profitable. So I'm going to show you a very simple, clear strategy on how you can make consistent money from the market. Believe you me, this is tested and proven, and it's working perfectly. So before we dive into the class, I want you to subscribe to this channel, guys. Subscribe, click that subscription button and also the notification bell. Like this video and let's dive in. All right, so the strategy I want to show you, I want to teach you, is using MACD. Using MACD, guys. We're going to talk about the strategy using what? MACD. Now, I believe many guys have been asking me, which indicator do you use? All right, which indicator do you use? As a beginner, if you want to start off trading or investing, talking about different concepts we use, like wave theory, all those stuff. For a beginner, it might look a bit complex, but looking at these small indicators, I believe this is the only thing you might need to begin your trading career. Now, what is MACD, you might ask? Is moving average convergence divergence, okay? This is moving average convergence divergence. So I'm going to show you in a simple way how you can use this to make consistent money from the market. Now, let me analyze it here before we go to the live chat. Now, you know that moving average convergence divergence, MACD, have this zero line. This is a zero line. And it moves this way, the signal line, it moves this way, okay? There are two. Now, we have the MACD line and the signal line, both move the same way. All right? Both move the same way. Okay, so this is how it moves. This is how it moves. This is how it moves. It follows each other. Okay, there are two lines. Don't mind my drawing, it might not be perfect here, but just pay attention to get the concepts. All right, so this is how MACD moves, and they move, all between this zero signal line, this zero baseline, okay? So now, how do you interpret this? Now, I'm going to show you, many guys are trading a strategy based on crossing. That is, like for instance, okay, this drawing is wrong. Like here, you're supposed to cross. This one crosses here, this one crosses here, this one crosses here. But most times, those crosses are not clear signal. But there are exceptions to that rule anyway. There are exceptions. So what I'm going to show you now is two strategies you're going to use with MACD. Two strategies. So the first one is this: crossing. The first one is this: crossing. Anytime the market crosses above, this is a baseline. Now the second one, anytime it crosses above the signal line. Anytime it crosses above the signal line, that is above the zero line, now that crossing is more valid than when it crosses below this line. Okay? When it crosses below this line. How do I mean? For an uptrend, that is when the market is moving up, that is when the market is booming. All right? So what you should be looking for is when the crosses happens above this zero line, okay? whenever the crossing happens above this zero line, that crossing is very, very reliable than when it happens below the zero line. Okay, so the first strategy now is number one, when the cross happens above the zero line, that is for what? The bull trend, when the market is going up. So you should be looking for what? A crossing above the zero line. You can write it down. The first strategy is when the MACD crosses above the zero line. This is zero line and there's a cross above it. So that is the first strategy. Then the second one is this: when there is a hook, okay? When there is a hook of the MACD, a hook is this. Let me show you. A hook is very simple. For instance, this is a, you have this, you have this, you have this. Now the other one, okay, this is a hook and it crosses. This is a hook. This is a hook. This is a hook. You get that? A hook is just like, you know, it was about to break, but it did not break. Okay, attempted to break the line, but it did not break. So it forms like a hook. A hook, it might be like in U shape, in V shape, whatever. All this, you know, just by the side of that MACD. So anytime you see this hook, guys, okay, it's an indication that the market is going still in that direction. This is powerful, guys. So I want you to pay very good attention. All right. So anytime you see a hook on the MACD line, is an indication that the market is continuing in that direction. Okay. So this is another method of joining a trend. For instance, the market is going up. You don't know when you can enter the trend. You don't know when you can enter the trend, guys. So you can look for that hook. You can look for the hook, and anytime the hook occurs is an indication you should enter the trend. This is a hook. This is a hook. This is a hook. Now, but when looking out for this hook, always apply this strategy. You know that we make it that they said, keep it clear, okay? You keep it clear and simple. Keep it clear and simple. You know, when you look at it, it doesn't look exactly what you want to see. Don't take action. All right? So it's only when it looks clear, and I will show you examples. When it looks clear, then you can take action. Now let's go to the live chart. Then we can be more practical in what we are discussing today. All right. So this is a Bitcoin chart. All right. So now, for you to bring in the MACD, you just come here, click this FX, come here, type MACD. You see, MACD, click on it. All right. I've added mine. This is it here. All right. So as I showed you, you can change it the way you want. You can come here, change the color as you want it, but that's not, just leave it at default. Change it the way you want. Now this is the baseline histogram. You can make it to the line. You can make it, but just to me, it does just leave it the way it is. All right, I'll leave it the way it is. All right, it doesn't make any difference. Now the first one I told you guys is when there is a crossover for a bull trend, when there is a cross above the signal line. Now this is a daily chart. All right, so let's look at it and see when this thing plays out. Now you can see it from here. This is a bull run. The next, the market is trending up here. Now the first crossover we saw here, you can expand it this way so you can see everything clear. You can expand this MACD like this so you can see it clear, especially when you want to check out something. Now you see here now that this there was what? A crossover here, which correspond to what? To this place. Which correspond where? To this place. Okay? There's a crossover here, which correspond to this place. We would like to have both here. There's a crossover here, which correspond to this place. All right? Now look at this one. Is bought below the zero line, so you don't take action here. Okay, this is our zero line. This is our zero line. So this crossover here is below it. So we don't take action. We don't buy into the market because it's not our strategy. Now, for your knowledge to be profitable, you need to condense that knowledge and form a strategy. All right. For your trading to be successful, you need to fine-tune that knowledge, form a strategy. I'm just fine-tuning everything now to give you a clear strategy. All right. So you can see that. So all you should be looking for is when there is a crossover above the signal line. All right, above the base, that's the zero line. The zero line, a crossover above the zero line. Now remember, this crossover, this can be a total crossover or a hook. Now there are hooks, but crossover is more powerful than hooks. Now let's take another look of another example here. You can see, okay, let's even check out the current market trend. Let's look at the current market. The current market, guys. The current market trend. As market is trending now, market is trending, and what can we see from this current bull run of Bitcoin? Now you see here that first of all, there is a crossover. The first one was above. It was here. It was here. It was here. The first one was here, which is here. The second one here, which is here. So what does it tell you? That the market is not over yet. So the bull run still continues. Okay? The bull run still continues. So anytime the market is playing in between the zero line, it tells you that the market is kind of consolidating. The market is kind of consolidating. The market is kind of, trying to gain momentum on which side to go. So all you got to be looking out for, which side is dominating of that move. Like you can see clearly here that the upper side is dominating. The upper side is dominating. It's just in between. All right. So that tells you that, you see, that the movement is trending. Now look at what I said, that anytime there's a crossover below the zero line, look at this crossover here. There's a crossover below it. You can see it here. The market did not aggressively move, but it shows that it was moving nowhere. Many guys got exhausted, frustrated, and they quit because they don't understand that. All right, they should wait for the crossover above it. Now let's look at, if you go down to different. This thing works in any time frame, guys. In any time frame. In any time frame. Now, if you expand this stuff, you can see those hooks I'm telling you. Okay? You see those hooks? This is a hook. This is a hook. It wanted to cross here, but alright. So there are some market that have all hooks, while some crossover. But all you should be looking out for, the first thing you should be looking out for in MACD is crossover above this zero line. That's the base strategy you should be watching out for. The crossover above the zero line. This is a hook, okay? And look at it here. So what are we looking out for, guys? Look at it here. So this thing might, if it forms this hook, so it tells you that Bitcoin will come down. If this hook finishes, then you know that Bitcoin is coming down. All right? So that's how it goes. Now, irrespective of the market you are trading, irrespective of the charts, you can go down to, let's go down to hourly. You can see this is a 1 hour. Okay? Let's scroll it up. See that? Okay? This is a hook here. This is an hour I need so that I can see the market move. This is a hook here. You see, you enjoy the move. This is a hook here. You enjoy the move. Okay? This is a hook here. So this thing, guy, works. This thing works. Maybe this is, I think this is here, yeah. This is a hook here. Okay, so this is another hook here. This is a hook. So either you're looking for the hook or crossover above the zero line. Guys, this is a very reliable means of trading and investing. Now, for an investor, you should just focus on long time frame, like weekly and monthly. Okay, weekly and monthly. Just focus on it. Now, what does it tell you when this thing forms this hook here, guys? Look at it here. Bitcoin had a hook here, a hook in monthly. That was in $8,000. And look at another one in $9,000 or $10,000. That tells you, man, that something crazy is about to happen. Okay, so that is one thing you guys should know. All right, so look at these guys here. A hook. This is it. Okay, you see that? So you ride on the wave once you start seeing these things, because they never fail. All right, so that's just the way I want you to look at the market. All right, so what are we waiting for now? You don't take signals, especially you don't take short signals using weekly or monthly charts. No, you take long signals using weekly or monthly charts. So to know where the market is going, if you go to this monthly, you can see that even all this while, Bitcoin is still bullish. Okay, so since 2000 and if you go to monthly, since 2015, it's still bullish. That means he hasn't gone below the signal line. You can see that guy. You can see this. Data don't lie. You can see this guy. So Bitcoin is still bullish since 2000, and since inception is still bullish in monthly charts. So until this reverses here, before you can take next action. But if it's still bullish in monthly charts, then believe you me, it's still going to the top. All right, so this is how you can use this to remain profitable and be a wise investor using MACD. I believe you learned something from this video. Kindly subscribe to this channel, and if you have any question concerning this, you are free to leave your question. I'll be able to guide you or answer your question correctly. Please subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you. And